Hello and welcome back to Retro Rampage. I'm Ryan.
Joey J.
And we just wanted to go over some of the shit that came out from E3.
It's one of the more exciting E3s that's happened in a while.
Most certainly. First and foremost, FF7 remake.
It's not FF6.
So, Metroid Prime Federation Force is really a letdown. If you haven't seen our Super Metroid series, you can click this annotation. It'll take you right there. We love Metroid. I personally fucking adore the game. I think it's one of the few examples of a perfect game. So I've been waiting over 10 years for a proper Metroid remake.
So what do we get? A chibi game, shitty multiplayer. It's pretty much could be a standalone game without the Metroid title on it.
Yeah.
And after all this time, can we just get a good 2.5D Metroid game that's not on a handheld?
It's essentially Metroid Prime Hunters co-op, but with the goofy chibi characters and everything's all like cutesy. It's like fucking Metroid Skylanders or something. It's terrible.
It's bullshit.
But in better announcements, we got some gameplay footage of Doom 4, which Jesus H.
Looks
Christ,
fucking fantastic.
that game looks beautiful. I love Doom 3. I feel like the combat in Doom 3 fell a little flat.
It got a little stale,
But the atmosphere
is
is fucking perfect.
But the atmosphere is awesome. So if you combine the action of Doom 1 and 2, and Final Doom if you want to count that, with the atmosphere of Doom 3,
Plutonian experiment.
Plutonian experiment. If that's what Doom 4 is, we're in.
It's, judging from the gameplay video, Doom 4 looks exactly like a combination of the old school Doom with the new school atmosphere. So we get Doom 3's horrific creature design and the fast-paced action of Doom 1 and 2. So I think that's fucking perfect.
It's awesome. Have you seen any sailors?
Yes, Shenmue 3 got kickstarted. So,
within one day, they needed $2 million goal, went to $3 million.
They hit fucking $3 million like immediately. So, yeah.
What do you think though? Marketing ploy, Sony?
Yeah. It was obviously just for gauging consumer interest in a third Shenmue, which obviously all the fans have been fucking clamoring for Shenmue 3 because they want closure on the story, because Shenmue 1 and 2 were really good. So yeah, it's kind of nice to see things getting done on Kickstarter. It's kind of like this whole phase of like all the major developers are like kicking out their top people. Like
Capcom especially is getting a broom and pushing out all their fucking
Capcom's just fucking cleaning house. They're focusing on gambling machines and shit. Like, dude, every time I go to Atlantic City, I see Konami on the fucking slot
Konami,
machine.
Capcom, like
so,
come on, guys.
So, you know, you had Keiji Inafune with Mighty Number 9, Mighty Engine Number 9
for all your Deftones fans.
Yeah. You got Bloodstained from the dude that made Castlevania.
That looks fucking awesome.
Oh, God, it looks so good. It's got, like, the art style of Muramasa with the action and combat of Symphony of the Night, any Castlevania game you expect.
Castlevania with watercolor.
And apparently there's going to be a pretty interesting crafting system for, like, leveling up your weapons and shit. So I think that'll add some depth to the genre, which I
Hey,
think is
Nintendo,
fucking wonderful.
Metroid, come on, follow suit.
Seriously. But yeah, and then, we got Keiji Inafune, you got Iga from Castlevania, from Konami, of course. Who the fuck else just stepped out and did their own thing?
I think even the janitors left fucking Capcom at this point.
Yeah, they're like, everyone's just kind of leaving and doing their own thing because Kickstarter is proving to be a fucking great platform for
and
this
that's
shit.
for the fans. The fans make
the fans fund it and make it happen. They vote with their dollar.
We also got the new Star Fox too.
Yes, Star Fox Zero.
Which my stomach's turning for. I'm not too excited.
It's kind of funny because a lot of the segments reminded me of Star Fox 2, which while it wasn't officially released, you can get a ROM of the full game.
Yeah, and there's plenty of translation cards or
reproduction cards for it. Yeah, a lot of the sequences reminded me of Star Fox 2. But I don't know about the controls, man.
No, it's another Nintendo ploy. They take a great franchise, but they push their motion controls or their odd control schemes, and they take a game that could be played simply and just they fuck it up.
Yeah, they gotta, because you know
Metroid Prime 3.
They're shoehorning the second screen on the fucking tablet that comes with the Wii U.
Yeah, like that's supposed to be your aiming system while you're trying to manage the action.
I don't know how you're supposed to look at the screen while you're moving and then aim on that. It sucks because I'm happy to see them do something with the franchise.
Yeah, after like Dinosaur Planet and all that shit. Like, let's get something good out there. But again,
yeah, I don't think it's going to be very successful.
Bogey on my 6.
Fallout 4 was announced.
Yeah.
It's
Fallout 4.
It's Fallout 4.
It's going to be like Fallout 3, but better.
Yeah.
Not much better. And
Fallout 1 and 2 are the best.
Expect to invest 100 hours.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I'm too fucking old school in that respect. Like I didn't like 3 or New Vegas. I'm like Fallout 1 and 2, point and click, top down isometric view.
I haven't played any.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not for everybody. I don't blame you. In terms of hardware, Xbox, specifically Microsoft, pulled out the fucking backwards compatibility with 360 games, and one of the games they mentioned initially will be backwards compatible was Mass Effect. So, for me, that kind of gives me a little bit of motivation to possibly get an Xbox One, but I have no desire currently because there aren't any games out for it.
And following suit, Sony won't give one shit.
Sony's not going to give a single shit. They have
you have
PlayStation
to have a stack
now.
of PlayStations. They're all backwards compatible with PlayStation 1, which is great because that runs on nothing. But otherwise,
the PS3
you have to have a lineup of consoles.
Yeah, the PS3 used the cell architecture, which I think is going to be hard to emulate in terms of backwards compatibility without requiring like a terabyte hard drive just to have all the files to make it possible.
Of course.
So, I think Microsoft made a smart move in that respect. But yeah, I would say this is probably one of the best E3s we've had in a very, very long time.
Probably in at least the past 7 years.
I mean, obviously, all the people with hard-ons for cloud are like going apeshit over the FF7 remake.
Yeah.
Now, you got to remember,
Barrett dropped like 100 pounds for the video.
It's not going to have the same battle system, which isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. The combat in that game is fucking slower than molasses and dog shit.
Spoiler: Aerith is gonna die.
Aerith is gonna die. Yeah. And if you say that Phoenix Downs will bring her back, Phoenix Downs revive KO'd characters.
Or kill the Phantom Train.
Not fucking impaled characters. Like, KO means knockout. Like, when they die in combat.
Someone can expand by Ultima is still a KO.
They get knocked out. They're not
We
dead.
digress.
But we digress. We really just wanted to kind of give you our input on what we thought about E3, because despite the fact that obviously we're, retro gamers, we do try and stay up on some of the modern shit, and I think this E3,
especially with this E3 catering to like a lot of old school franchises and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of old franchises are coming back.
important.
A lot of retro mentalities are being applied to modern games and ideas. So I think that's a really, really good trend to see. But that's pretty much it. Just
check out our new videos. We got a really good new one coming out, new live action.
Yes, we fucking do. We have a great, great new video coming out. So be sure to check that out. As always, keep it old school.
Peace.